listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experience Radio, broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Pride with my guest, the Houston Five. This is going to be a fun time once I get Ron over here to sit next to me. So I hope everybody's having a good time. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please put them in the chat. I will make sure that your questions are asked, and I will make sure that they get answered if there's an answer to them. So please ask your questions. I will make sure that they get asked. So I hope everybody is having a really good time. Katrina and Valerie and Steph, are you guys back?
Yeah, we're here.
Perfect. So apparently Ron doesn't want to come sit by me. I guess I should have worn deodorant today. Here he comes. So, and apparently our grandson's wanting to make his radio debut too tonight.
Aww.
So he's just really cranky. So Ron's gonna go deal with that right now instead. So Ron's a good grandpa. So we'll talk about something else. So I knew
you name it.
I am. I'm gonna go with bucket list locations for 100 there, Steph.
So me, the Lavaca County Jail, my bucket list, and God, what was the other place? The lunatic asylum.
She's looking at me. I know no names at all. Rhodey's not here. Rhodey's not here.
I know.
Okay, I got it. I got
Rhodey's
it.
probably at home. She's saying it out loud. You know,
I got
the
you.
Sally
House is cool. The Sally House is really cool.
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
There you go. Bingo.
I've been
We
there.
knew you'd know.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's cheaper to do, instead of doing a day tour, do the investigation for $75 at night instead of the day tour for $35. So.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Good to know.
It's just.
Stephanie never goes shortchanged. She goes to the top always. So.
It was just what I found out.
I guess I'm a little extravagant still.
We were
Did you
driving
get some
through.
good stuff?
We couldn't stay. We were coming from Gettysburg and we were going to Mom's, and my time with mom was very scheduled. So
Right.
So that's the way it was going to be.
And most important, yeah.
Yes. So it's only about 3 hours from where my mom lives. So when we go back, we will make sure that we do that. And so.
Is your phone ringing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You know what it is? It is, will you answer this survey about the upcoming election?
Oh, I was going to say, is that Rhodey?
No. She called my cell phone.
I knew she would.
But that's my house phone, and it's election time, and they're wanting me to rate Kevin Yoder on the way he's doing stuff, and it's like, you know what? Doesn't matter if I answer the survey, they'll call back tomorrow. And every time I answer the survey, they call back tomorrow. And it's like, how many times can I answer the survey? So their results are screwed up because they're asking the same people over and over again. So I'm into data. That's my job. And so that's just irritating me. And I can't block the phone calls on my home phone. So thank you, Mr. Acabano, for calling completely. And the full moon is shining straight into my bedroom right now. So
we're outside in beautiful weather too. It's gorgeous out here.
Oh yeah, it's the harvest moon on the autumn solstice. Here we are. So So
it is a nice breeze now.
So Valerie, your bucket list location?
I want to go to Gettysburg really bad.
I'll tell you, it's different than it was when I was a kid.
Well, no. Yeah.
It's totally
ever since the Twin Brothers, I've wanted to go there.
I like the Clean Brothers.
Yeah.
I went in '77, and I had a paranormal experience. And when we went last year, we were so. I'm gonna be really. Everybody's gonna hate me for it. It was awful. You had paranormal people walking over each other, giving tours, and they were all fighting over whose information was right, and it was irritating.
Oh no!
And you could only go. There used to be all these different buildings on the battlefield that you used to be able to go into for free. You could go into these things, and now it was all monuments. Most of those monuments were not there when I was a kid. But yeah, there are all these buildings you could go into and see, not reenactments, but how it was set up during the war and all that. But because of a previous administration, presidential administration, they laid off all the park rangers, and so there's no park rangers to man these buildings, so they've locked them up. So
wow,
and Antietam's the same way. So it just really upset me to no end. But if you ever go, eat at Friendly's every day. Get half price breakfast every day at Friendly's, Monday through Friday.
Nice to know.
Good to know. There we go. Well, we enjoy finding our own spots too. So just off the beaten path. We have Katrina with us. She's like a beam of. She'll just tell us that she feels something, and we don't even need to go to somewhere special all the time. So.
Well, the time when we went down to the mass graves too by the Sugarland. That they found those mass graves. Me and Michael Todd went down. We got a lot of EVPs down there.
Oh yeah.
So that was really cool.
I tell Ron that all the time.
Yeah.
I tell him what's haunted before we go. So
yeah.
It makes it more interesting.
That's awesome.
So Katrina.
Yeah.
Now that you've hit some of your bucket list locations, what's left on that list?
Stanley Hotel is one, and the Winchester home for sure. Just drawn to them, and then I'm going to the Mayans. I will be making it to the Mayans. So yes, sorry. Sorry.
So how would the Mayans speak to you? Or be in a language you can understand?
It doesn't matter. I have readings all over the world, and I even did one in sign language with one lady in Romania, and sent her my stuff so it could be translated. I haven't seen a language barrier with spirit. I talk to animals too, and so I don't know what to tell you on that one. No.
Well, it's always good to have since everybody's being so helpful in the chat room with questions, I figure I have to ask them. So.
Aww.
So
they're like, she'll trust talk too much.
Oh no, there's so many. Let's go with. I could ask you 5,000 questions, and you will give me 5,000 answers, and yep. I know that, but. For everybody's time, I want to make sure that I'm asking you the questions that are burning in their minds that they really might have.
Absolutely. Welcome to answer them.
Hey,
guys, you have to ask some questions.
So, oh, boy. When you guys all get together, do you guys have a leader? Or do you all lead?
We all lead.
Okay, well, we got a question in the chat room for you now. This is from Kat. She does, do you cold read easily, Katrina?
There is two different ways of people talking about cold reading, and some I've seen that it is an ugly word, saying that you just take random stuff to make it work with someone. But then I also had heard that it's the most genuine because you don't know nothing of those people. I don't need to have nothing. I got many forever friends that have been my waitress or the person in front of me in the grocery store. The list goes on and on. The mailman.
The lady in the crystal shop.
Yep, the lady at the crystal shop. They've been around me, and so if you call that cold reading, then yeah, I'm fantastic at it.
That it happens all the time.
Oh, my shit broke. Aww.
Well, that is cold reading. That's like when we go into a haunted location cold with no information. You know, you're going in there. You don't want the history. You don't want to know where the hot spots are. You want to find
everywhere I go. I do. That's exactly how I do it. That's exactly how I don't want. I tell them to have a chat room with just the four of them. I don't want to know anything about it. Hey, it was really interesting because I always send my notes to my crew, my team before we go somewhere, and it was, how often do you even think that you would see lions in front of a mobile home? You know, you think of lions to be statues by a mansion, but here I am doing this remote view of a white trailer with white, theirs was blue, but where the lions were, and I'm going, I stopped and I said, look at that MF. Look, of course, that's what, I said it. Because here I am, we're going down the road, and here is a trailer with lions statues next to it. So, yeah, that's really cool. It's nice to know that.
Remember when we were out in Atlanta, and you foretold all the architecture that was inside?
Oh, yeah, that was when we were doing the show. Yeah. I don't remember. To me, I'm just doing as it goes in. It doesn't really stick in my brain. It comes out my mouth as genuine as I could possibly tell you. I don't make anything up. And if I'm correct, that's how Ron became a forever friend. That would be considered a cold reading. I didn't know him. I didn't expect him to be there. Just like you said, it was just going to be us.
We'll be talking to Ron after the break at the top of the hour. He's got the baby all calmed down and all that. So, and if you heard a little bitty ringing in the background, that was Rhodey. She was calling. And I'm sorry, but I can't answer right now. I would love to talk to you right now, but I just can't. So, and my phone's going to die. So,
I got my food. Yeah.
So sorry, Rhodey. But everyone, we are going to be having a break here in about 2 minutes. So get prepared for that. So here's a quick question for you guys.
Okay.
How far does your team travel? No, I'm not going to ask that question. Does your team do residentials?
We used to.
We're trying to stay away from so much due to we can't put a whole lot of time. We don't want to be that team to walk in, disrupt, or not be able to follow through. Right now, we're really just enjoying the paranormal world. We already know what's out there. So we're just really enjoying it in a way by gathering scientific. We try to give that to people that's what they're out to do. Demonologists, cleansers. Stephanie, but we got her on lockdown on doing actual cleansings right now because she's sick. But that's her expertise. She does that on the side. So we try not to, but anything that has to do with children, we make all exceptions. It really just depends on the situation. But it's not something that we have focused for. It's hard because people watch TV